Now we shall learn the Subhashitas. Though we have learned to recite it, in today's class we shall see the meanings of the grammatical points, etc., related to these Subhashitas. First and foremost, what is Subhashitam? Subhashitam, the word itself is made of two components. One is Su and Bhashitam. Okay, the ekavachanam of this word Subhaashitaani is Subhaashitam. It's a akarantaha napumsakalinga shabdaha. Sushtu bhashitam is one way we can tell it. Sadhu bhashitam, one which is told well, that is called a Subhaashitam. So what are these Subhashitas? If you ask a question, in various granthas in our parampara in Sanskritam, may it be Ramayanam, Mahabharatam, or Hitopadeshaha, Panchatantram, etc. Any grantha that you take, there are quite a good number of sayings, or good sayings, I would say, or proverbs, or something like that, which will help us know what is the right thing to do. Kim karma, kim akarma. What should be done, what should not be done, etc. Or how to lead a good life, or how to inculcate good practices. So all these aspects are something which is being told through these Subhashitas. So it's a good saying. If you want to have in English, like when what is Subhashitam, it's a good saying. You can still say that way. And there are various kavis who have also written the Subhashitas. One of the most important or always remembered poet is Bhartrhari. Bhartrhari has written 3 shatakas. Shataka means 100 shlokas or 100 Subhashitas. So he has written 300 shlokas, of which he has categorized into 3 categories. One is the Shringara Shatakam, which will explain about the beauty of the Kavya, etc. Then you have Niti Shatakam, which has a lot of morals in it, what needs to be done, etc. And one more is Vairagya Shatakam, which will deal about the spiritual path, how a spiritual aspirant should be, how he should be able to tread the path of righteousness, etc. So these are the 3 shatakas which Bhartrhari has composed and written. In the same way, as I mentioned, through Panchatantra stories or Hitopadesha, the poets have given lot of these sayings. This needs to be practiced. This is the right way to do. And in contrast, the other way is also possible, that this is not the way how you should lead a life. So these are some of the sayings which will be very much apt, whether it is today or it was 100 years before or 100 years next. So because this is how one has to behave in the society. So these are having so much of value. And there is one Subhashita which is also explaining the beauty of Subhashita itself, or the importance of Subhashitam. So Prathivyam Trini Ratnani Jalam Annam Subhashitam. Mudhaihi Pashana Khandeshu Ratnasanya Vidhiyate. There is one Subhashita which says that, which means on this earth there are only 3 real gems, okay, real precious stones or real gems. Which are they? Jalam, water, Annam, food, and then Subhashitam, these Subhashitas. But we fools, basically, Mudhaihi, by the fools like us, we search out or we go and dig somewhere and we'll try to get some precious stone. Pashana Khandeshu. From this, we see that the stones are the real gems or precious things. So that is one such Subhashita. There's one more to quote. Draksha Mlanamukhi Jata Sharkara Divangata. So what the Subhashitakara in this Subhashita is telling is Subhashitasya Rasasyagre Sudhabhita Divangata. So this Subhashita is so sweet that even the Draksha Phalam, the grapes, it just bent its head that, okay, I'm not sweeter than Subhashita. Similarly, the Sharkara, even the sugar, not just that, the Sudha is basically the nectar. Nectar also was afraid of Subhashita and it went to the heaven. Sudha Bhita Divangata. So that is another Subhaashitam, which gives the beauty and the preciousness or the relevance and how apt these Subhaashitas are. Okay. With that introduction to Subhaashitas, there's a small passage that has been given in our textbook as well, the Dvitiya textbook. You can go through it. It's in English. It's a very small passage of whatever I told. Kind of the gist is something similar. So these are something which we should practice. We can make use of these Subhaashitas in writing answers, or whenever we are asked to speak about something. We can take one Subhaashitam as a reference and then we can explain about it. So these are some things which we can actually do. So now in today's class, we shall start learning this and we will see. So the first one, this was a template which I wanted to share. This if you remember from our Prathama class, we had seen this. So I'm trying to just explain the template of what needs to be done here. And after this, we will do it together. I will ask some of the students to do the Padacheda and Padapadartha, etc. So that's how we will do. So for any shloka or any Subhashita, these are the 4 aspects in which our learning will happen. Okay. So first is the Subhashitam itself, that we will learn the Subhashitam. That is the first process that we have done so far. We have been practicing these Subhashitas in the first place. After that, the first step that we do is the Padacheda. Padacheda is basically splitting off any of the sandhis that may be there in the Subhashita, like Sukhasya Anantaram. So we do Sukhasya Anantaram, Dukkham, etc. So that is the Padacheda. That is to identify the individual words that are there in our Subhashita. Next is the prose order or the Anvaya, what we do. So this is to just rearrange the words and assume any of the words if it is not present in the Subhashitam, to understand the meaning in totality or in entirety. So, and here, what is the usual step that is followed is to have the Namapadam or the Kartrapadam at the beginning, and then any of the adjectives associated with it. And then towards the end, we will put the Kriyapadam. So it is just like writing a sentence in an order of Kartra, Karma, Kriya, etc. So that is the Anvaya or the prose order. Though in Sanskritam, irrespective of whether we place the word here and there, that side, this side, it doesn't matter. The meaning will remain the same. But for our easy understanding, we'll have to do this Anvaya, which is the prose order. Once we do the prose order, then we have this Padapadartha, which is basically the meaning of each and every word. Usually we write it in the same order of Anvaya. In the same Anvaya order, we write the Padapadartha in any language, basically in our mother tongue or in English, etc. Also, you can do it in Sanskritam also. You can see, try to see what is the Paryaya Padam for Sukha, etc. And then you can write it. So that is the Padapadartha. Once we have this Padapadartha, then we can actually write the meaning of this, which is the Bhavartha. Okay. That is making use of these meanings. You will come up with one sentence which will give the summary of this Subhashitam. So that is the Bhavartha. There is one more step added to it, which we'll be learning in the next levels of the exams, etc., which is a commentary on it. Like what is the context in which this particular Subhashita could have come, and is there anything else that is associated with it, some similar Subhashita that is also giving the similar meaning. So that is just expanding your idea of the Subhashita. So that will be kind of a commentary. Okay. But these are the 4 steps that we should always follow: Padacheda, Anvaya, Padapadartha, and the Bhavartha. Okay. So with that, we shall start learning the Subhashitas that we have learned so far. Those who have got a chance, please lower your hands so that I can give a chance to new students. So Gopal Krishnan Mohodaya, can you please read out the Subhashitam?
Ram. Priyavakya pradhanena sarve tushyanti jantavah Tasmat tadeva vaktavyam vachane ka daridrata.
Uttamam. I'll add one more student. Harin Mehta, Charu, please participate in the discussion. Now, as we saw, what we need to do, let us start doing with the first step, which is Padacheda. Charu, can you do the Padacheda?
Priyavakya Pradhanena.
So here it's actually a one word. That is good, but it is made out of three different words. Okay, Priya, Vakya, Pradhana. So these are the three composite words, but it is a samasa, samasta pada, and hence we will retain it as it is. Priya, Vakya, Pradhanena. Very good.
Sarve.
Yes.
Tushyanti.
Very good.
Jantavaha. Tasmat tad eva vaktavyam vachane ka daridrata.
Very good. So tatul eva, there's only one sandhi which is there here, which is a jastva sandhi. Okay, we haven't learned it, but we can relate it with some of the things which we have learned in our lessons also. Now, can you identify also the vibhaktis of each of these words? If it is a nama padam, then vibhakti, linga vibhakti vachana, and if it's a kriya padam, we will tell the purusha and vachana. Okay. Priyavakya pradhanena.
Priyavakya pradhanena tritiya vibhakti.
Very good. Tritiya vibhakti ekavachanam. Sarve. This is similar to te, saha taute. Sarvaha, sarvo, sarve. I will help out because we haven't learned this shabda. It is sarva shabda, which is again sarvanama shabda actually. So it is similar to saha taute. So it is prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. Sarve. Okay. Tushyanti.
Prathamaha purushaha bahuvachanam.
Very good. Prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Jantavaha. Can you identify which shabda it is similar to? Others also can participate. Harin Mehta, Gopal Krishna Mahodaya.
Yeah, it is Prathama Purusha Bahuvachana, like Jantu, like Guru.
Very good. It is Ukarantaha, Pullingaha, Jantu Shabdaha. Prathama Purushaha. Sorry, Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Shivita. Next, Tasmat.
Tasmat is Avyaya?
No?
No, Panchami Vibhakti.
Yes, Tasmat is Panchami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Tat Shabda. Saha taute. Yes. Tat.
Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Right. Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Eva is Avyayam.
Eva is an avyaya. Very good. Vaktavyam.
Vaktavyam is
it's also, yes, it's a Krudanta word. It's a Prathama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Of the same, similar to Tad Vaktavyam. So it is, it's an, probably you can think it as kind of an adjective to it or something like that, because it's a Krudanta Shabda. Okay. Vachane.
Vachane, Saptami Ekvachan.
Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Very good.
Ka.
Prathama ekavachanam.
Prathama Ekvachan, Strilinga.
Yes.
Daridrata, Prathama Ekvachan.
Very good. So these are the vibhaktis just for our knowledge, so that it's easier for us to construct the Anvaya now. Okay. So now what we will have to do is from the first sentence. Okay. We can, so some Subhaashitas we can do it this way. First sentence and second sentence we can have separate sentences. In some Subhaashitas we'll have to consider both the lines, and then we will have to come up with an Anvaya. Now if you see the first sentence, can you make we have identified that this is the Kriya Padam, Tushyanti. Okay. Now if you ask a question, Ke Tushyanti?
Jantavaha Tushyanti.
Sarve Jantavaha
Tushyanti.
Sarve Jantavaha Tushyanti. Kena Tushyanti. How will they be pleased?
Priyavakya pradhanena.
Yes. Sarve Jantavaha Priyavakya pradhanena Tushyanti will be the first sentence or the basic sentence. Okay. Now similarly for the second line, if you want to see, it is mostly in the same order actually. Tasmat tat eva vaktavyam. Only the last three words, we can have some rearrangement. Vachane, usually the questioning word will come towards the end. So vachane, daridrata ka will be the actual prose order for this. Sarve jantavaha priyavakya pradhanena tushyanti tasmat tadeva vaktavyam. Vachane daridrata ka asti. You can actually assume one more kriya pada, ka asti. Okay, what is the poverty in the words? Why should we be mean in not speaking good words? That is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. So all living beings, okay, not just humans, okay, it can be any living being. Jantu means it's a living being, okay, will be happy. Tushyati means will be pleased actually. By what? By good words or with pleasant words. So because of this reason, hence, okay, tasmat, because of this reason, all of us should try to always speak good words. Tadeva vaktavyam. That means the priya vakyam eva vaktavyam. Okay. Then why should we have some poverty in the words, or what is the poverty in the words? So why should we be mean in speaking something ill or speaking something which is bad? So always we should speak good. That is what this Subhaashitam is trying to tell us. Okay. So now the bhavartha, which is basically based on these pada-padartha, speaking pleasant words makes all living beings happy. Now that is why one must speak only those. That means to say the pleasant words. What is the poverty in words? Like, or where is the poverty in words? So we don't have to give money to speak, right? So this is one of the very important life lessons. So because in general, right? So who is a human? Human being is nothing but he's a social animal. That means to say he has to live with others. So now only if we are speaking good, if we can address everyone with respect and honor, only then they will also be able to help us out. So this is one of the very important life lessons that anyone and everyone should learn. So that is this Subhaashitam. Hope all of you have understood about this. Again, Harin Mehta Maurya, can you please read out the Subhaashitam once again?
Priyavakya pradhanena sarve tushyanti jantavah tasmat tadeva vaktavyam vachane ka daridrata.
Uttamam. And Charu, read out the Anvaya once.
Sarve jantavaha priyavakya pradhanena tushyanti tasmat tat eva vaktavyam vachane daridrata ka.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha, well participated. So in this way we will do the next Subhaashitas as well. First is we will read the Subhaashitam, do the Padacheda, Anvaya, Padapadartha and Bhavartha. I shall explain about it. And then we will read again the Subhaashitam. Now once we read again, after we have learned the meaning of it, the meaning automatically comes in our mind. So again the Subhaashitam and then Anvaya, so that this concept remains well. Okay, so this is the method we shall follow. Okay. Charu, please read out the second Subhaashitam.
Udaye savita raktaha raktaschastamaye tatha sampattau cha vipattau cha mahatame karupata.
Uttamam, dhanyavadaha Charu. So Dhatri Bhagini, please participate in the discussion. I shall add one more person. Shanta Bhagini, please participate in the discussion. Okay. Now, Harin Mehta Maurya, can you please speak the...
Sorry, Mahodaya, you said something?
Padacheda.
Padacheda, yeah. Sorry, yes. Udaye savita raktaha cha tamaye tatha no, not tamaye, sorry, raktaha cha raktascha astamaye tatha sampattau cha vipattau cha mahatam ekarupata.
Uttamam. So that is the Padacheda. So there are two sandhis in this word, Raktaschastamaye. Okay, raktaha cha raktascha is visarga sandhi. Let us not worry much about it, but just know that it is visarga sandhi. Raktaha cha raktascha. And then chastamaye cha astamaye. So that is the second sandhi, which is savarna dirgha sandhi. Okay. Now, Shanta Bhagini, can you try to tell the vibhaktis of all these?
Udaye Saptami Ekavachanam.
Samichana.
Savita Prathama Ekavachanam.
Which Shabda it is? Savita? Can you tell which Shabda it is? Savita Shabda? Is it Strilinga Shabda or anything else?
Strilinga Shabda.
Dhatri, you have any other answer?
Rukaranta Pullinga.
Which anta?
Rukaranta Pullinga.
Rikarantaha Pullingaha. Savitra Shabda. Savita means Suryaha. Savitra, so similar to Pitru Shabda. Pita. So Savita. Okay. Raktaha is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Akaranta Pullinga. Prathama Ekavachanam. Cha Aviyam.
Yes.
Astamaye Saptami Ekavachanam.
Very good.
Tatha Aviyam.
Right.
Sampattau Prathama Dvivachanam.
No?
Sampattau.
Mohodaya Ikarantaha Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Very good. It is Ikarantaha Shabdaha. Ikarantaha Strilingaha. Sampattihi Vipattihi. Okay. So this will be in Saptami Vibhaktihi Ekavachanam. Sampattihi and Vipattihi. So this is also in Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Sampattaucha Vipattaucha. Okay. Cha is anyway apyaya. Mahatam. This you should be able to tell now. We have learned a similar Shabda in today's class as well. Bhavat Shabda.
Dvitiya Ekaranta.
No. Mahatam. Similar to Bhavatam. It is Takaranta.
Takaranta Pullingam.
Yes.
Dvitiya Ekavachanam.
No. Shashti Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Mahatam is Shashti Bhakti. Sorry, Bahuvachanam Shimeta. Okay. Mahataha, Mahatoho, Mahatam. Those are the forms. Eka Rupata. You tell this is in Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. It's Akarantaha Strilinga. Okay, straightforward. Now let us try to make the Anvaya. Dhatri, can you try?
Mohodaya.
So usually how we will do is, in general, okay, this is a general rule. It is not always, there are a lot of exceptions also. Usually we can think that the Prathama Vibhakti words usually come first, or each of them are related. So the same Vibhakti words in any Subhaashitam will be related in one or the other way. So that is something that you should know. Now in this, there is no Kriyapadam which is there. Okay, so we need to assume one Kriyapada, which is Asti or Bhavati or anything like that. And then we need to say, okay, so from the first pada or from the first Ardha Shloka, we know that Savita, it is something related to Surya, and something related to Rakta, something related to sunrise, Udaya, and something related to Astamaya. Now, keeping this in mind, can you now make a meaningful sentence?
Mohodaya. Udaye Savita Raktaha Bhavati.
Very good.
Astamaye Raktaha Bhavati cha.
Astamaye Raktaha Bhavati. Okay.
Sampattau cha Vipattau cha Mahatam Ekarupata.
Ekarupata Bhavati. Okay, what you said is correct. So just that with adding more words to make it more meaningful, Yatha, because we have a Tatha in the Subhaashitam, we can use Yatha Tatha. That is always a clause. Yatha Savita Udaye Raktaha Tatha cha Astamaye Api Raktaha Bhavati. You can take Bhavati here. Or it is not always necessary, okay, because Raktaha already has that meaning. Okay. Now, Tatha, in the same way, Mahatam Api, Mahatam Sampattaucha Vipattaucha Ekarupata Bhavati. So that is the Anvaya of this Subhaashitam. Okay. What is that? What is the meaning of this? If you see, the sun, when it rises, it is red in color, and also when it sets, it is red in color. So when it is Udaya, when it is rising from the east and sets in the west, in both of these times, whether it is up or it is down, when it's going up or going down, in both of these times, it is red in color. That means to say, Mahatam, for great people, Mahatam means for great men, Sampattaucha Vipattaucha, whether it is prosperity, whether they are getting some wealth, or if they are in trouble, Vipattihi means trouble. In either of the case, they will always be like that, like however they are. So they will not be arrogant when they are in wealth, nor will they become very much uh, kind of disturbed or depressed when they are in vipatti, when they are in trouble. So they will always maintain a calm mind. That is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Mahatam Ekarupata. Okay, Ekarupata means they will be similar, or thus they will be same form. Okay, that is the meaning. So they will not behave differently in wealth and in poverty. That is the meaning of this. Okay, so the remaining words are straightforward. Raktaha is basically the color, which is red color. Astamayaha, Astamana, Astamaya, both of these are for setting. And Udaya is the sunrise. Udayastamana, you might have heard this word. So from rise to fall, or from rise to setting. Okay. So this is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. I shall read out the Bhavartha as well, which is, can you read out, Dhatri?
Amohodaya. The sun is red in the morning when it is rising, and it is red in the evening too when it is setting. Similarly, great people are the same whether they have wealth or whether they are in trouble or poor. Their behavior is the same in all circumstances.
Very good. Their behavior is the same in all circumstances. So in some Subhaashitas like this, there is an example that is being given, which can be a reflection from the nature, or it can be a reflection from a different situation. And then the Subhaashitakara will try to relate this to a bigger context, or he compares between the people and the nature, like how the nature is the same way these people are also, etc. So there are a lot of learnings that we can actually get from the nature. So our ancient or our ancestors, the Subhaashitakaras, made use of this phenomena to propagate the knowledge. Okay, Shanta Bhagini, please read out the Subhaashitam again.
Udaye savida raktaha raktasthastamaye tatha sampattau cha vipattau cha mahadame karupada.
Uttamam. Also the Anvaya.
Yatha savida udaye raktaha tatha cha astamaye abhi raktaha tatha mahadam sampattau cha vipattau cha ekarupada bhavati.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada Mahadev.
Hope this Subhaashitam is clear to everyone. So please make notes. Okay, please do write the notes. That's what is my request. And also try to write in your own in your mother tongue, or also try to find out some words using a dictionary to write in Sanskritam also. Or what is any other word similar to this? So try to do the Padapadartha also in Sanskritam. That will really improve your vocabulary. Okay, we shall go to the next Subhaashitam. Those who have got a chance, please lower your hands. Sainis Bhagini, please read out the Subhaashitam.
Namaste. Kartakarayita chaiva prerakaschanumodakaa sukrute dushkrute chaiva satvaraha samabhaginaha.
Uttamam. Praveen Mohodaya, please participate in the discussion. Annapurna Bhagini, participate in the discussion. Okay. First, we should do the Padacheda. Praveen Mohodaya, can you help?
Karta karayita cha eva prerakaha cha anumodakaha sukrute dushkrute cha eva chatvaraha samabhaginaha.
Okay. Can you identify the sandhi also?
Cha eva, it's a guna sandhi.
Is it guna? Is it guna sandhi or a different sandhi?
Sorry, it's a vriddhi sandhi. Chaiva.
Very good.
I. So
Yes.
chaiva vriddhi sandhi. Prerakaha cha. It is again prerakaha cha. It is visarga sandhi. Anumodakaha, it's savarna dirgha sandhi.
Very good. Cha anumodakaha, cha anumodakaha.
Cha anumodakaha is savarna dirgha sandhi.
Okay, very good. Now, who else is there? Yeah. Annapurna Bhagini, can you try to identify the vibhaktis?
Karta rikaranta shabdam pradhama purusha pradhama vibhakti ekavachanam.
Very good.
Karahita chaturthi vibhakti, I think so, sir.
No, it is also the same shabda, similar to that rikaranta shabda only. Karayitr shabda. So it's also in Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Karta, Karayita. Kartr, Karayitr. That is the shabda. Okay. So Karayita, Karayitaro, Karayita.
Okay. Cha eva preraka.
Yes.
Avyaya. Prerakaha. This is Pradhama Purusha. Pradhama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Anumodakaha also. Pradhama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Sukrute Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Even Dushkrite also Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Cha eva avyayam. Chatvaraha. Chatvaraha. Pradhama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
So Chatvaraha is a number word. So it is we can think it is it's
Bahuvachanam.
Yes,
it's
but
a bahuvachanam.
It's a bahuvachana shabda. Okay, that is what I wanted to tell. It is 4. Okay, next.
Samabhaginaha also Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Is it Ekavachanam? So it is which we haven't learned. Okay, it is Samabhagin Nakaranta shabda actually. So Samabhagin.
Samabhagi.
It's a bahuvachan. It's a bahuvachan.
Okay, Prathama Vibhakti bahuvachan. Yeah. So because it is all 4. Okay, all these 4 will be Samabhaginaha. So that's the reason. Okay. So
same way this earlier word daridrata, that word also has come from daridrata, daridratru.
No. That is daridrata is akaranta strilinga shabda. So the next follow-up question you may have, like how to identify whether it is rikaranta shabda or this. So one thing is there, like daridra is a word that is there. That daridra is a word, and then the bhava of that, okay, the state of being poor is called daridrata. Okay, there is a pratyaya that gets added. So that is the ta or tvam. So either of these. Gurutvam, Guruta. You might have heard these two. So similarly, so that is akaranta shabda. Now karayi, there is no word like that. Karayi, there is no word. It is based on a kri dhatu. Directly based on a dhatu, you are getting this kridanta. So if it is a kridanta based, if it is a dhatu based word, then you can think that it is a rikaranta shabda. Tri shabda is there. Okay, karayi tri. But if it is based on some other namapada and then a ta is added, then that will be akaranta strilinga shabda. That is a tadhita. Okay. So that is just for your understanding. I've just given you some clues about like how to identify this. But yeah, there are various rules beyond it. Okay. Now let us try to see the anvaya of this. Science beginning, can you try it?
Yes. Karta, Karita, Prerakaha, Anumodakaha cha. So Sukrute, Dushkrute cha eva Chatvaraha Samabhaginaha Santi.
Okay, very good. That is fine. Because in this Subhaashitaam there is no much change in order, but just that the cha and eva you can have it before, after, etc. That's the only difference that we can get. Karta, Karayita cha, Prerakaha cha, Anumodakaha eva. Ete Chatvaraha Sukrute, Dushkrute cha, Samabhaginaha eva. So that way we can have, because there are 2 evas and 2 chakaras. So it is fine to just align it before and after. That should not be a problem. This is just like a statement only. So there's no much difference because there's no evident kriyapadam or there's no nothing else. So it's in the same order. So what does this mean? Karta is a person who is doing an action. Karta is a doer who performs some action. Karayita, one who motivates the other person or one who makes the other person do something. So he's Karayita. Okay. So if there is an action, there will be 4 kinds of people who are associated with it. Okay. So here in this case, one is a doer, one who actually works on it, or one who performs that action, one who motivates that person to do the action. So he is the Karayita. He is okay. And then Prerakaha is one more person who encourages this act. And then the last one, Anumodakaha, one who approves of it. Okay, whether this work was fine or whatever it is. So all these 4 people, Chatvaraha api, Sukrute, Dushkrute, Sukrute, Krite, Kritam nama, one which is being done. Sukritam nama, one which is done well. Okay, that is the good work, in good work, or Dushkrute, if it is bad. Okay, either of the case, all these 4 will get equal share. Chatvaraha samabhaginaha, phalasya samabhaginaha, of the fruit. So that is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Now, in this, based on this, right, you can think of a context, which is in Mahabharata, after they play the game of dice, what all happens. So you can remember that there are so many elders who are sitting in the court who did not oppose it. Okay. So that is the same thing what Krishna also tells during the war, during the Kurukshetra Yuddha to Arjuna, saying that, okay, whatever they have done, that is what they are also now they are getting that, the result of their actions or inactions, basically. So Karta, Karayita, Prerakaha, Anumodakaha, all these 4 people will get the equal share in the results. So whether it is or Papa, we'll also have to see it not just in a materialistic world, but beyond. Okay, though it is not mentioned in the Subhashita per se directly, but that is the actual meaning with respect to it. Okay. So, Harin Mehta Maurya, can you please read out the Bhavartha now? Sorry, Praveen Mahodaya.
The doer, one who makes the doer do, one who encourages, one who approves the work done, all these 4 share equal portion of the result outcome, whether the work is good or bad. Rewards or punishment will be shared equally among all the 4.
Very good. So one more addition, what I said, right? So though I have not mentioned it because it is not directly part of the Subhashitam. So it is not just in this materialistic world, but the punya and the papa that is being accrued because of the actions will be also divided among these 4 people in the same way. So that is also a very important aspect, which is beyond this materialistic world. So that is just for our understanding, like, I mean, how this Subhashita can be relevant to each and every one of us. Okay. So now, Annapurna Bhagini, please read out the Subhashitam again.
Karta karayita chaiva prerakaschanomodakaha sukrute dushkrute chaiva chatvaras samabhaginaha.
So, Sainis Bhagini, Anvaya.
कर्ता कारयिता च प्रेरकः च अनुमोदकः एव एते चत्वारः सुकृते दुष्कृते च समभागिनः एव.
So this is prose order is usually kind of a sentence, so we don't have to say it in a raga, okay? But it's not wrong, okay? Dhanyawadaha. Sure. So hope all of you are able to understand this Subhashitam. We'll go to the next one. So now I think you have got to know like how to make the Padacheda, Anvaya, Padapadartha, and the Bhavartha. So we will do the next one maybe a bit quicker because we'll be able to do it easily. So now, Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, please read out the Subhashitam.
Namaste Mahodaya. Punyasya phalamichanti, punyasya phalamichanti, punyam nechanti manavaha, na papa phalamichanti, papam kurvanti yatnataha.
Uttama. Muneshwari Bhagini, Aruna Bhagini, please participate in discussion. So this Subhaashitaam 4, I think I missed to update the number. Anyway, okay. Shimita, astu. Padachedam kurvantu. Annapurna Bhagini, please. Sorry, Aruna Bhagini.
महोदय
Padachedam kurvantu.
पुण्यस्य फलम् इच्छन्ति पुण्यं न इच्छन्ति मानवाः न पापफलम् इच्छन्ति पापं एकपदं वा द्विपदम् एकपदं वा
किं फलम् इच्छन्ति
पापफलम् इच्छन्ति पापं कुर्वन्ति यत्नतः पुण्यस्य अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग षष्ठी एकवचनं फलम् अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग प्रथमा एकवचनं इच्छन्ति प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनं पुण्यं अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग प्रथमा एकवचनं न अव्ययम्
okay
इच्छन्ति
this is Dvitiya Bhakti. Okay, here it is Dvitiya Bhakti. Punyam is Dvitiya Bhakti, not okay. Na icchanti, it's the same thing. Manavaha
प्रथमा बहुवचनं न अव्ययम् पापफलम् अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग द्वितीया एकवचनं
समीचीनं. Here also it is Dvitiya Bhakti phalam. Okay, with the first when I did not realize it, it's Dvitiya Bhakti ekavachanam only. Okay, it's a karma pada.
इच्छन्ति प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनं पापम् अकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्ग द्वितीया एकवचनं कुर्वन्ति प्रथमपुरुष बहुवचनं यत्नतः
पंचमी
it's an avyaya. It is similar to taha, gramataha, etc. So which gives the meaning of panchami vibhakti. But this entire word yatnataha is an avyaya because based on this particular pratyaya that gets added. But it gives the meaning of panchami. Okay, very good. So Bhuvneshwari Bhagini, can you please try to tell the anvaya of this?
Manavaha punyam icchanti Manavaha punyasya phalam icchanti punyam na icchanti.
Very good.
Manavaha papasya phalam icchanti
papasya phalam
na icchanti.
Papasya phalam icchanti va athva na icchanti va?
Oh, papasya phalam na icchanti. Papam kurvanti.
Astu. That's similar only. Manavaha punyasya phalam icchanti parantu te nama manavaha. This is just an addition. It is not mandated that you should always add parantu te etc. Param you can add param. That means to say but. Okay. Parantu punyam na icchanti. Te punaha manavaha papa phalam na icchanti parantu te yatnataha papam kurvanti. You can also add one more word. Papam eva kurvanti. Okay, if you want to add that to emphasize that these people, these human beings, manavaha nama, human being. So manavaha, what do we want? We want all the luxuries, we want all the good things, but we are not ready to do good work. So our results are always tied with our action. So though Krishna says karmanyevadhikaraha ma phaleshu kadachana. So it is your right is there in only in the duty or in your work that you do, but leave the results part of it to me. That's what Krishna says. But he says that you should do the work. Okay, karma yoga is very much important. So, but what we do, we just we pray to God, say or Bhagavan. Okay, let good happen, let this happen, let that happen. Give me so much wealth, whatever we want, we ask. But we never kind of work towards it. So that is something that we should really improve upon. Okay, so that is what is being said in this Subhaashitam. Let us see the Padapadartha. It is very quite straightforward because all these words we are all aware of. So Yattataha is only thing is like with full effort or with effort. That is the meaning of Yattataha. Phalam is the result. Okay, Papa Phalam is because of doing a sin or because of doing something wrong. Okay, and Punyasya Phalam. Papasya Phalam is Papa Phalam. Punyasya Phalam is Punya Phalam. Okay, so of good work, of Punya. Punya is something, some people in English, if you want to translate, some people say it as positive merit or negative merit, etc. So there's no, these words are actually intranslatable. So we cannot translate Punya and Papa to English because Papa is not just sin. Okay, sin is, we actually force fit the meaning of Papa to the word sin. So in most of the Sanskritam words cannot have an English meaning directly. But only thing is we can try to explain to a certain extent with an English word. Okay, so we shall see the bhavartha of this. So I have explained it. Aruna Bhagini, please read out the bhavartha.
People like the result of good work, but they don't like to do good work. They don't like the result of bad work, but they do bad work with full effort.
Okay, this is the general meaning of this Subhaashitam. Okay, Papam kurvanti yatnataha. So the Subhaashitakara is facing so much of pain, and he says, knowingly they are actually putting a lot of efforts in doing this bad work, but they don't want to kind of see or kind of get that result of that bad work. So there's another Subhashita which says, if you sow, say if you want a mango tree or if you want a fruit which is a mango, then you will have to sow a mango seed only, right? And not, you cannot sow a different seed, a banyan tree seed, and expect a mango. So that's what another Subhashitam or in one shloka which it says. So whatever we do, whatever work we do, based on that is how our results are tied upon. Okay, of course, there are a lot of other factors that gets added to it, may be related to, when this karma theory itself is so vast, may be related to various other prarabdha, etc. So many other factors that gets added upon. But your current actions is what will decide your results that you will be getting later. Okay, so we'll read the Subhashitam again. Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, punaha ekvaram Subhashitam varatu.
पुण्यस्य फलमिच्छन्ति पुण्यं नेच्छन्ति मानवाः न पापफलमिच्छन्ति पापं कुर्वन्ति यत्नतः.
Uttamam. Aruna Bhagini, read the Anvaya. न श्रूयते. अस्तु, भुवनेश्वरी भगिनी, please read the Anvaya.
मानवाः पुण्यस्य फलमिच्छन्ति परन्तु ते पुण्यं नेच्छन्ति ते पापफलं न इच्छन्ति परन्तु ते यत्ततः पापं कुर्वन्ति.
उत्तमम्. धन्यवादाः. Hope it is clear. We shall go to the next Subhashitam. We have quite a few minutes and we will be able to complete this. Okay. Who did not get a chance? Krishnamurti Mahodaya, can you please read out the Subhashitam?
उद्योगिनं पुरुष सिंहमुपैति लक्ष्मीः दैवेन देयम् इति का पुरुषा वदन्ति दैवं निहत्य कुरु पौरुषमात्मशक्त्या यत्ने कृते यदि न सिद्ध्यति कोत्र दोषः.
Uttamam. I shall add two more students. Amita Bhargava, please participate in discussion. And Arun NN. Okay, so we shall see the details of this. Okay, can you make the do the Padacheda, Amita?
Udyoginam Purusha Simham Upaiti Lakshmihi Daivena Deyam iti Ka Purusha Vadanti Daivam Nihatya Kuru Paurusham Atmashaktya यत्ने कृते यदि न सिद्धयति कोत्र या कोत्र कः अत्र दोषः.
उत्तमम्. So siddhyati, you said, I guess. So it's siddhyati. So there's a sanyukta aksharam. So yes. Okay. So we'll see the padacheda of this. So udyoginam purusha simham upaiti. Upaiti is a kriya padam with upasarga. Upa as the upasarga and inagata is a dhatu. Similar to udeti, we had learned the forms of udeti. Udeti, uditaha, udyanti. We had learned the forms. Same way, upaiti is the same dhatu. Okay. So what I want you to do is to write the forms of this dhatu. Upasarga sahita inagatau dhatoho rupani likhata. In lat lakara only. Okay. Do not worry about other lakaras. So please make this as a homework. Note down this and try to write the forms of upaiti. Upaiti dash dash. So complete the table. Okay. Next, Lakshmihi Daivena Deyam iti Kapurushaha. So here again there is a visarga lopa. Kapurusha vadanti. Kapurushaha vadanti. Daivam nihatya kuru paurusham atmashaktya yatne krite yadi na siddhyati kaha atra doshaha. Kotra doshaha. Here we have visarga sandhi and then we have purarupa sandhi. Kaha atra kotra. O atra kotra. Okay, that's how this will be formed. Okay. Now Arun Mahodaya, can you try to do the Anvaya for this?
The Vibhakti.
Sorry, yes. Yeah, let us do the Vibhaktis first. Yes. Kshemita. Yes. Udyoginam. All three of you. Which Vibhakti it is? Udyoginam.
Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Very good. It is Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. It is similar to the other Shabda which we saw, Samabhagi. It is a Nakaranta Shabda, Udyogin Shabda, Udyogi, Udyoginam, Udyoginaha. So if you don't know directly like how Udyoginam can be Dvitiya Vibhakti, you can also see the next word, Purusha Simham.
So Simham, that is also Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Yes, it also is Dvitiya Vibhakti. And so this, it's an adjective to this word. Okay, Udyoginam, Purusha Simham. Okay, Upaiti. Upaiti is eti. I have already given it. Yes. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam of the Kriya Pada Enigata Dhatu. Lakshmi. Samichanam. Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Arun Mahodaya, there is some disturbance in your voice. Maybe if you can speak near the mic, it will be helpful. Okay. Daivena.
Tritiya Vibhakti.
Very good. Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Deyam. This again, it's in Deyam is the Shabda, so it is Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Iti Kapurushaha. Prathama Bahuvachanam. Very good. Okay. Vadanti. We know this. So Daivam. So this is Daivaha is a Shabda, or Daivam is only the Shabda we can take it. So it is Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam in this case. Nihatya. Nihatya is Ni Upasarga Sahita Lyabanta. Okay, it's a Lyabanta Shabda. It's an Avyaya. Kuru. Okay. Lot Lakaraha Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Arun Mahodaya, please excuse me because there's some disturbance and I'm unable to hear you. I'm muting you. Okay, so let me add one more. Alina Bhagini, please participate in the discussion. Okay, Kuru Paurusham. Ram. Paurusham is also
Paurush
is Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam.
Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Atma Shaktya.
By third, Tritiya Vibhakti
Ekavachanam. Yatne Krite.
Yatne Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Correct.
Yatna Shabda.
Yes. And similarly, Krite is also
Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Next, yadi is an avyaya, na is an avyaya, siddhyati.
प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचन
प्रथम पुरुष
प्रथमा पुरुष एकवचन
right. Kaha, so again
प्रश्न सूचक
Doshaha is also prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Atra is anyway avyayam. Okay. Yeah. Now can we try to do the anvaya for this?
Yeah. Can I?
Yes.
Lakshmi udyoginam purusha sinham upaiti.
Very good.
Ka purusha daivena deyam iti vadanti.
Ka purushaha is only right anyway because it's the word. Visarga is there.
Yeah.
Because of visarga, the lopa is there. That's the only thing. Yes.
So ka purusha daivena deyam iti vadanti.
Very good.
Daivam paurusha atma shaktaya nihatya kuru.
Okay.
Paurusha atma shaktaya daivam nihatya kuru.
Okay. Or you can try to tell daivam nihatya. So you can take off that and then the remaining part.
Okay. So daivam nihatya kuru paurusha atma shaktaya. Yadi yatne krute na siddhyati kaha atra dosha.
Atra doshaha kaha you can also do. Okay. So,
yadi yatne krute na siddhyati atra doshaha kaha.
Uttamam, uttamam. So Lakshmihi udyoginam purushasimham upaiti ka purushaha daivena deyam iti vadanti. Okay. Now since there is kuru is there, right? Kuru is in madhyama purusha. So the Subhaashitana is saying tvam for the readers, whoever is reading this Subhaashitam for him, the Subhaashitana is saying you should work in this way. How? Daivam nihatya, keeping aside the daiva, atma shaktya, by your own efforts. Paurusham kuru. Paurusham is basically the action or the whatever you are supposed to do, the efforts that you have put. Paurusham kuru. Yatne krite, even after putting the efforts, even after doing the work, yadina siddhyati, if it is not successful. Okay, siddhyati means successful. Then tarhi is not there in the Subhaashitam, so we are adding it. Tarhi atra doshaha kaha, what is your mistake? Because you have already put in your effort. So again, tracing back or associating this with again karmanyeva adhikaraha ma phaleshu kadachana. So only thing that we have or we can do is the action. We should work on it. So if the fruit or the result is not there, so it is not nothing in our hands. So that's what the Subhaashita is saying. But one more way to look at this, the last line per se, is atra doshaha kaha iti vicharaniyaha. You can also assume that even after putting the efforts, even after you doing your work diligently in a dedicated manner, even then, if it is not successful, then you should introspect again to see what is the mistake in this. So this is one more way in which you can understand this Subhaashitam. So though it is not evidently said in the Subhaashitam like kahatra doshaha iti vicharaniyaha, but this is something in a different way if you want to have a different perspective for this Subhaashitam. Okay, let us see the Padapadartha.
Can we say it is also a bhagyam or fate? Let's see if we don't
Yes,
get...
Lakshmi, we can actually say that, yes. Lakshmi is the wealth. Okay. So Daivam Nihatya. Daivam, when I say it is not just God, and it's actually the luck. So don't think of luck or the fate. So you should do. That is what the meaning is also. So that also can be extended to it. Okay, Daivena Deyam. So Daivena Deyam it is all fate. That is what is some people say. The Ka Purushaha. Ka Purusha is a word. The meaning of it is the Kutsitaha Purushaha. That is a mean people or a bad person. So he is Ka Purusha. Okay. So so based on that, so this is the meaning of this Subhaashitam. Krishnamurti Mahoday, can you please read out the meaning?
Yeah. Wealth approaches only those people who are industrious. Mean people say it must be given by God. Keeping aside God, a man must do what he can with his best efforts. Even after that, if things do not succeed, then what is the fault here?
Okay, that's the overall meaning of this Subhaashitam. But you can contemplate more on this Subhaashitam, and then, as I said, you can have an extension. Even if after doing things, if something is not successful, then you need to also introspect or question like what went wrong, and you need to correct it and then proceed further. That is one way. And one more thing, as Krishnamurti Mahaya mentioned, it's the Bhagyam also. Daivam is something which is related to God or which is related to the Bhagya or related to the fate. So you can say it is keeping aside God or keeping aside the fate. So both ways we can actually have an interpretation of this Subhaashita. Hope the idea is clear. So Amita Bhargava, can you please read out the Subhaashitam again?
Udyoginam purusha simhupaiti lakshmihi.
Please read it correctly.
Udyoginam purusha simhupaiti lakshmihi. Daivena deyamiti ka purusha vadanti. Daivam nihatya kuru paurushatma shaktya. Yatne krite yadena siddhayati kvatra doshaha.
Doshaha, not doshaha. So Paurusham Atma Shaktya. Paurusham, you did not tell it correctly. Paurusham. Anyway, Leena Bhagini, can you please read the Anvaya?
Ha. Lakshmihi udyoginam purusha simham upaiti ka purushaha daivena deyamiti vadanti. Tvam daivam nihatya atma shaktya paurusham kuru yatne krute yadi na siddhyati tarhi atra ko doshaha kah.
Very good. Uttamam. So hope all these Subhaashitas, the first 5 Subhaashitas which we learned, the meanings of these are also clear. So kindly remember the homework. So 2 homeworks that I want you to, basically 3. So one is learn the Subhaashitas well, do the Kantastikaranam, memorize these Subhaashitas and the Prarthana Shlokas. That is one thing. I'm just repeating it. It's already given homework only. Second one is to memorize the Shabda Rupani and Dhatu Rupani. Please do this. So whatever is there is for memorization, please do it on a daily basis. That's the only way you can actually commit to your memory. Next, another thing is try writing, completing the notes for these 5 Subhaashitas, like the Padacheda, etc., whatever we have done. And most importantly, try to write the forms, the Kriyapada Rupani of Upa plus Ati. Okay, this Kriyapada Rupani, try to do the Kriyapadas for this, because this involves Sandhi also. So that is the reason I'm giving this as a homework. Upa Ati, Upa Iti, and so on. So you can refer to ashtadhyayi.com website for the forms of Inagatav Dhatu, Ati, etc. The forms you can get it. Add Upa to each of the words, and then you will get the forms of Upaiti, basically, with Upasarga. So that is something that you can do. Next, another homework that I want you to try doing is for the remaining 5 Subhaashitas, try to read the Subhaashitam and then try to do the Padacheda at least. Okay, at least the Padacheda, and if possible, the best would be to also try out the Anvaya. We shall discuss this in our next class. Okay. So with that, we shall conclude today's class. I will just see if there is anything important, any question which is there. So we will see. Okay. Okay, there are no important question as such. So Ka Purusha, what is the meaning of Ka Purusha? Durjana or bad people, which I have said. So which dictionary to download? Okay, so you can refer to online dictionaries which are there. Kosha.org is there, which you can definitely make use of. Otherwise, I've shared some of the links here as references. So you can definitely make use of this. So please, you can use this, or Apte dictionary is there. If you want a hard copy of the book, you can use that for the dictionary. Okay. If there is anything else, any other question? Okay. So destiny or fate, basically that is right. Daivam is Daivam nihatya kuru paurushma atmashaktiya. Destiny or fate also you can make use of. Dhanyawada Chandrika Bhagini for that. And then yeah, these were the things which were there in the question Q&A chat box. If there is something else which I haven't answered, or if you have some questions, so please do write an email, and we shall meet again on Friday, and we shall try to complete the Subhaashitaani lesson with the remaining Subhaashitas with the same Padacheda, Anvaya, etc. So Ram 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 Sarvebhyaha Namo Namaha.